Hello and welcome. So in this particular episode, I want to show you how to add classes, because sometimes you can get a class from the internet and you want to incorporate it in your project. Maybe somebody created a class to crop images, for example. You can utilize that, can you not? So let's see how we can utilize our own class. Now I have a class that I created some time back for a different project. Classes, image class, this one right here. I'm just going to open it up. Let's see what's inside. Okay, so this is our class here with a few functions. Now the first function here says generate file name. So this class is used to generate a random file name. Now don't worry about this class, I'll have it in the link in the description. But essentially what this is an image cropping thing. Now I didn't want to have to go through this because I actually I have full tutorials on how to create this from scratch. So no biggie. If file exists, where is this? Here, there. Okay, the only thing I should change is this if statement here. However, the file that you get will have all these changes already in there, so do not be fiery. This should work out fine. Interesting. Okay, so I just want to add one of these here and remove it from here. Oh, no. Remove it from there. Okay, so now it goes all the way to the bottom like that. Okay, pretty cool. What else? If a file exists, original file, I should do the same about here. So don't worry, what I'm editing here is irrelevant to you because the file you will get will not have these problems. Okay, that's good. And then I created a few functions here like get thumb cover. This is just for getting a specific thumbnail. And what else? Get thumb post. So these were just separate functions. Okay, so all these are pretty good. What I will do now is copy everything, copy. And I can now close this file. So in order to add the class, so let's say you went to the internet. There's a website that gives free classes. I forget the name. It's phpclasses.net or .com or something. Anyway, I'll check it out later. But we can add a class in the models here. You can add your class really anywhere. It doesn't really matter as long as you give it the correct namespace. But to make things easier, let's add it inside models, because this is where this is where your classes should live. So right click on models, new file. Let's paste everything in here like so. And then we're going to save this one as image, capital I.php. Very nice. So we have a new class in there. Now, if I click on these other classes like post.php, you see that they're inside a very specific namespace. So we can use this namespace. So I just copy that. We don't need to use any of these here. So we just need the namespace so that they belong in the same folder, and just add it to the top there, like so. Very nice. So just like that, we've added our own model. And so we will be using this one to generate a random name. There are many ways to do this, but I just have that function there. And then let's create get thumbnail somewhere. Okay, so let me pick one of these functions. So I'll pick this very last one. This is going to be the thumbnail for our post images, but okay, so let's ignore this one for a moment. Get thumb profile. So I'm just going to abbreviate it to get thumb like that because it's just too long. Get thumb, and then we'll just remove that to remain with thumbnail. Now this is the part here. I wanted to create a square image of a representation of the real image there. So 600, 600, that looks fine. But this one get thumb post will be for the posts. So I want to change the resolution to match the one that I have on the home page. So let's go to our home page here and look at one of these images. Right click and inspect. Let's inspect, shall we? So this is the string to the image. Now if I hover on it, I see the resolution of the image, which is 700 by 974. So back here, let's change this to 700 by 974, like this. Okay, good. So this now means if we call this function get thumb post, we will get a thumbnail that is fit for the front page. If we call this one get thumb, we'll get a square image because of that resolution there. So what these functions are doing is they're just calling the other functions that are on the top here, the one that crops and the one that resizes. So like I said earlier, if you want to know how to create these resizing and cropping functions on your own, I have plenty of tutorials. All right, so now that we have this, we can utilize it. So let's see how we can use it. So I'm just going to go to the admin controller here, and this is the images admin controller. So at the very top here, I want to use this one. So I'm going to duplicate there and say use image, like so. Okay, good. App models image. And then now I'm going to go to where we are reading from the posts. So these are the posts right here. That's the post function. And this is where we read the information from. Where? In the default, actually. So default, that's the one. So here I'm getting these rows. Now, before I get these rows, I want to go through all the images and edit them and give thumbnail versions instead. So here I will do this. I'll just say image or img is equal to new. The same way we are creating these other classes, we will do the same thing here. New image, like so. Okay, now I will do a loop from this result. So I'm just going to say for each. Oops, what has happened? For each, like so. For each rows, and then I'll leave this as row. And then I'll say here, rows, let's see, rows, image. Actually, I should put a key here. Sorry about that. Key, hopefully this is correct, is equal to. So I want to replace this with a thumbnail version. So I'll say image, oops, image, img, sorry, and img get thumb. That's the one we used, right? Underscore thumb, like that. Good. And then in the thumb here, I will put the row image, like this. That should do. So let's see what errors we're going to get, right? Let me refresh. We didn't get any errors, but I don't think our images got cropped at all. Interesting. So what could have happened? Image get thumbnail row image. Okay, so let me just copy this for a second and echo it out here. So I'm just going to echo that, like so. Just the image row there. Save that. And let's refresh. And also, I want to hide the view because it's interfering with my... yes. So this is the file here. Now, if you look at the file, it doesn't have the upload inside it. So let's add uploads here. And then dot, and then slash, where is this? Slash. Aha, something like this. So maybe that's where the problem was. So let's do this again. Now if we add uploads here, we're going to cause more problems. Anyway, let's fix that. Refresh. Okay, so image create from JPEG. JPEG reports unrecoverable error, not a JPEG file. Okay, so at least now we know that it's trying to do that because the file was found. So we're on the right track. The only problem is that some of my images are PNG and the image function can only handle JPEGs. So let's fix it in the next video where we include PNG support. Yes. All right, I'll see you in the next video.